Hello everyone, I am Hiba Hassan from GFX Academy. Today we are talking about a small tip, but it's very important, especially for those who are starting Nuke for the first time. Sometimes when you are starting Nuke, you begin to set up in a very correct way and everything is very good. But when you look at your node graph, you don't see any connections. You don't see your nodes. In spite of seeing the connections in the right way, in the correct way, some of you may see his node graph look like this. Just few words, few pictures maybe, and nothing else. You can't see your connections, you can't see your nodes, and you don't know why. Maybe your Vega is working in a very correct way with the other programs like Maya, Max, whatever, but in Nuke, it may look like this. So what is the problem? Well, 90% of the problem is because of your Vega card. Because Nuke, at the base time, at the base way, it depends on on Vega card. So in order to solve this problem, you simply going to reset your Vega card. So you have to go to the company or the owner of your Vega and begin to install the last update of this Vega. Well, NVIDIA or Intel or whatever. So just uninstall the definition and begin to set up the latest update of this Vega card in order to work very well. Well, you do that and you still have this problem. So what to do? Simply disable this Vega card in order not to be seen inside your program. That's exactly what Mr. Muhammad Samir, one of my students, did this. He just disabled his Vega card and start to make it depend on the Intel. Just go to My Computer, Manage, and then Device Manager, and just go to your Vega display adapter and begin to disable your Vega. My Vega here in NVIDIA, and just right click and disable. That's it. So when you reset and reopen Nuke, it will not be depending on NVIDIA here anymore, but it will depend on my Intel card. Of course it will be slow, it's not will be like before. So in order to solve the slowness problem, just make it like this, proxy. But of course, this is not the final solution, because you have to solve your problem. So it's just in order not to make you stop. On the other hand, if you have your processor is really good, you can use it. Just go to your preference here in Nuke and go to your hardware and begin to change it to CPU in spite of GPU. So it will start to depend on your processor instead of your Vega card. So here you may use it if you have different threads, so it will be auto updated here. You can change it to 6, 8, 2, maybe 16, as long as your cores. If you have 4 cores or you have 6 cores, 16 cores, so you may use most of them here inside Nuke in order to just make it more, just to increase your speed more fast, more light. But it's not really a good solution. It's just for a while until you solve your main problem of your Vega card, because it will really absorb your processor. And you can use another options here in your hardware in order to increase your speed while in Nuke or Nuke Studio, and use different options in order to make your system inside Nuke or Nuke X as light as possible. And that's exactly what I did explain here in Nuke Studio workshop. So let's go back here to our main problem. So you can depend on your Vega card or your processor in order to render and work inside Nuke. But the main way here in your Vega, because it's really dependent on these programs, these kind of these problems. So just change it here until you solve your Vega card problem. So you have here two solutions. You have to disable your Vega card and just make it to depend on your Intel, or just ask the Nuke itself to change it from Vega to your processor, but just for not long time, because the render way anytime it is already using your Vega card and a part of your RAMs and your processor. So in a way or another, it really depends on your all your hardware. So just make it depend on your Vega card, because it will really be fast. I hope this will help most of you, but the main way here, not to be stopped, not to stop your work in any reasons, for any reasons. If you have a very a low quality or a low capability of your laptop or your processor, your Vega card, whatever, just divide your script. Don't depend on all on your laptop or on your Vega or your processor. If you have very common capabilities, you may divide your script. For example, I'm working here on just a project, so it depends on some textures for a spaceship, and then the environment, and then other elements. I may use all of these in different scripts, and then render every script in a final render, and then gather all of them in another new script, or gather all of them inside Nuke Studio. So I may use any other solution. Don't stop yourself, just try to continue in any circumstances. Best of luck for all your viewers, guys. Hope this tip helped you in such a way, and goodbye.